Start, genetics are quite important here. Most people aren't going to have the genetics to have good ab insertions, good shoulder to hip ratios, and ability to lose fat and maintain a single digit sub 5% body fat year round, because I think I'd probably pass out if I was that lean. You could probably see my heart beating in my chest, and I don't think that's very healthy. Disclaimer over, back to the video. The two key features of his physique is leanness, his sheer leanness, the under 5% body fat, and his vast amount of muscle is a key factor into his physique. Most people don't have enough muscle mass anyway, so cutting would not be the best approach. As I said, body recomposition is the most ideal thing. Body recomposition, or main gaining in this stage, means that you're gaining fat and losing muscle at the same time. This can be achieved by calculating your daily caloric intake and adjusting your calories for whatever goal you want to accomplish. So let's say you want to build muscle, put in your calorie at a slight caloric surplus of around 200 to 300 calories, or 200 to 500 calories, and then let's say you want to cut a little bit more but still gain muscle, make the deficit around 200 to 500 calories. Making sense here? Diet done. Next, training. You want to use a plan that follows the concept of progressive overload. I repeat myself every single time, but this is the main concept to building muscle. Most plans actually implement this, but if you don't have a plan that implements this, you can go to the one in my description and then just increase the weight every week. I'm going to show you how to implement progressive overload. Okay, so let's say you bench 60 kg week 1 for 8 reps. Next week, try and increase that to 9 reps. The week after, increase that to 10 reps. Once you achieve 10 reps, increase the weight from 60 to 65 or 62.5 kg and repeat the same process. This is basically progressive overload. This means increasing the amount of load you're placing on your muscles over a period of time. Doing this over a consistent period of time will ensure that you gained a sufficient amount of muscle so you can look like this fine specimen of an individual.
Pause. Hey yo, what the fuck?
I'm wearing socks, so this is not sus. In previous videos, I've given evidence of the actual effects of body recomposition. I've made multiple videos covering how to actually do this, so if you don't completely understand this, go and check these videos that are linked right here. This shows what I've actually done. I employed the methods of progressive overload and the principles of body recomposition, and this is how I looked. It works. I'm not capping to you, man. It's not a lie. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, we've got the basis done, but let's look at what he actually looks like. His most apparent muscles are his ab definition, his chest. To be fair, it's most of his muscles that you can see from the front side, so you're going to be following a specific plan that targets the chest, the abs, the arms, the shoulders. Another disclaimer, it's probably not the best idea to train like this, but if you did your goal, your lifetime goal is to look like Baki, then do this. But I wouldn't recommend it, because the muscles that you usually don't see are the ones that you actually need to train, because this helps with stability, this helps have your core rigid, this helps you actually be a strong human being, not just aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, we'll go back to it. For the ab definition, what you actually wanted to do is, before you actually start training, you have to get down to a desired percentage of body fat. From this, I'm not suggesting that you cut to a single digit body fat, because I feel like that's not a healthy position to be in. I suggest being around from 10 to 15, 10. That will be the most ideal and most healthy place to be at. That's where I'm at around now, and it feels I can actually breathe and train without feeling I'm gonna pass out. So I suggest sticking to this region of fatness. For training abs, something I usually use, my favorite exercise for training abs, is flutter kits that gives you that lower ab definition, which I feel is very rare to come by these days. Is the most staple part of the abs, I'd say, because I see loads of people with 4 packs, 2 packs, but then if you got the lower 2 abs, that just makes you look different, built different. Baki Hanma. Another factor that I take into account is side planks as well. This helps build the obliques, which also adds to the actual definition of the abs. Having the obliques just makes your abs look more deep, so I recommend adding this into your workout as well. So exercise for building your chest, what I usually do, I obviously use bench press. That's the staple exercise you want to do when you do chest. I also do push-ups as well. I find these are very good to use for progressive overload, because it can increase the amount you're doing per set on a weekly basis, because it's quite easy to improve the amount of push-ups you do every session. In addition to this, I would add incline presses and cable flies. If you want to get a stupid pump, I would suggest using cable flies. To achieve the boulder shoulder look, you have to target all 3 heads of the shoulders. So for the front head, you mainly target that through bench press, but if you want to add some extra volume, that I'll do front raises. For the middle head, I'll do lateral raises, and for the rear head, I usually do face pulls or rear delt raises as well. But my favorite exercise when it comes to this is face pulls. It helps build the traps as well, which I've been trying to grow recently. Next, we've got the triceps. These are usually indirectly worked from just pushing exercises such as bench press, but for triceps, I mainly use dips and I use cables to work my triceps. I usually isolate my tricep doing single arm tricep extensions. So I just get the rope and pull it down. Quite simple if you don't understand what this exercise is. I'm rather concerned, but I usually couple these exercises with overhead tricep extensions as well, just to get that extra pump. I usually do supersets because I'm trying to maximize my time in the gym. 100% efficiency, lads. For biceps, I already made a video covering like the basic anatomy and how to train the biceps, but what I'd recommend for you to do is concentration curls and wide bicep curls to target the short head, and for the long head, do drag curls and hammer curls. This will train both heads of your biceps, ensuring that you can achieve the maximal hypertrophy possible. This basically concludes the video. I tried a new kind of presentation to the way I normally do my videos, with more like stuff in the background rather than me just talking. If you like this more, just tell me and I'll do it from now on. I'm trying to experiment to see what works and what doesn't. Anyways, appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care.